Well, once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the NC2A Tournament final match of the opening round segment of the 2022 NC2A Tournament from Pauley Pavilion on the UCLA campus. I'm Darren Preston. Hope everyone's having a great week so far. Our first match of the evening went to UCLA in a battle of the MPSF teams. They defeated Pepperdine 3-1. UCLA will play Long Beach State at 5:05 in the NC2A semifinals Thursday night right here at Pauley Pavilion. Right now, in just a few minutes, we will have Hawaii, champions of the Big West, 24-5, taking on the North Greenville Crusaders, the little engine that could, as they are 21-5, champions of Conference Carolinas, an upset, 14th ranked and EIVA champion Princeton on Sunday night here in Westwood to get to this round, essentially an NC2A quarterfinal match, and they became the first ever Conference Carolinas team to win an NC2A tournament match since they started competing in the NC2As back in 2014. Just 1-18 is that conference in the NC2As. In fact, they had never won more than one set in the NC2As that conference, and they won all three on Sunday night, capped off by a 40-38 final in set three to sweep Princeton and to get to this point. And now they'll have to pull off a huge upset if they are to advance to the NC2A semifinals on Thursday night against Ball State. That would be the second match of the semifinals here at Pauley. And the first server of the night is Michael De La Cruz. Away we go in this opening round match in Pauley Pavilion. Right side swing. Nucleus gets Hawaii on the board. Nucleus from Greece. International flavor on Hawaii as usual. Of course, Guilherme Voss from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, the middleman, maybe one of the best middle blockers in the country, All-American. And there's an ace serve from Jakob Tella. Tella, the ace leader, first team All-American. That's his 52nd of the year. Hawaii averages about 2 aces per set. Nucleus, the leading attacker, at 3.59 kills per set. North Greenville, right side. That is going to be shanked into the seats. Boy, halfway up. Attacked by Gregory Torres, and the first three to the Warriors. Winner moves on to face number 2 Ball State Thursday. That'll be the second match at about 7:30. Following the UCLA Long Beach State match in the national semifinals. Junior setter Jakob Tella, Big West Player of the Year, sends one down the middle. Carrillo will set, Torres on the right, and that is good offshore. And it is one serving 3. Couple of Hawaii starters from Oahu. Spiros Hakas, number 23, also from Greece. All-conference performer. Voss in the middle, punch it over, ball dug by Torres. And a Hawaii roof on the right side. That is Hakas and Voss teaming up. Spiros Hakas to serve. Hawaii, a great blocking team, 2.86 per set. Led by Voss at 1.36 per set. Carrillo in the middle, run the middle, and that is going to go down for Emmanuel Adames. It'll be 2 looking at 4 here in set 1. You missed it in the first match, the final. UCLA, MPSF regular season champions, advances a 4-set win over the MPSF Automatics, Pepperdine. 4-set kind of got away from the waves. First 3 sets were close. And it was Kevin Coburn, 16 kills at 5:19. Couple of blocks as well. Out of the pike, Spiros Hakas, his first swing. And Hawaii's 2 for 3 offensively. 5 will serve 2. Guilherme Voss back to serve, the sophomore middle from Brazil. All-American middle, puts it in play. Front row Carrillo, and run the middle with Emmanuel Adames. North Greenville, a 3-set sweep over Princeton. They have now won 8 straight matches. Hit .333, had 10 blocks, just played an outstanding match. Got a lot of production in the middle from De La Cruz, Torres at opposite. Blocked really well. Adames had 6 blocks Sunday night. And a 3-set sweep capped off by a very lengthy third set, 40-38. North Greenville coming in 21-5, 8 straight wins. Won the Conference Carolinas by way of a 5-setter over Mount Olive. Right side, Torres swings and scores. Not one player on this Crusader roster made the first team all-conference. And they made it this far. They had a handful of players to make second or third team. 6-4. Carrillo to serve. And no good. Floater goes long. Chaz Galloway, the sophomore outside hitter, averaging 2.25 kills per set at .243 this year. He's got 7 aces. Galloway is a sophomore from San Diego. Charlie Wade, the head coach of Hawaii, 13 years. And Dr. Fred Battenfield, the head coach of North Greenville, has been there since the inception of the program back in 2015. 8 years, and he will call it quits after this NC2A tournament. Focus on being a professor on campus, professor of sports management. He left the sport essentially for 17 years before he was approached by the AD in 2013 to be the head coach of the program that was starting up in 2015. He was, prior to that, a longtime sports information director at both Texas and Texas A&M. Slide right and a swing for Cole Hoagland. Can't get it down. Neither can Torres on the left. And in transition, that'll be Hakas. 6'4", sophomore from Greece. And Cole Hoagland to serve. Another sophomore. Hoagland a sophomore. Hakas and Voss both sophomores, as is the libero Sheward. Galloway, sophomore in the middle. They are very young. Hawaii is going to be the preseason favorite nationally next year, assuming this team sticks together. Michael De La Cruz scores, 9-6 Hawaii. Jakob Tell is a junior. He should be back. Muklius is also a sophomore. So they got a handful of sophomores in their starting lineup. Spiros Hakas on the left, Hawaii by 4. Puts the Rainbow Warriors 4 for an errorless, 6 swinging. They've actually taken 3 less swings than North Greenville. 5 for 9, 3 errors, 222. Hawaii's got the lone ace and the lone block so far tonight. They're up by 4. Ball in play. Air and pass, in fact, out of reach. And Hawaii's second ace, both by the Big West Player of the Year. Possible National Player of the Year when it will be announced in a couple of days. Jakob Tella. 6'6", junior setter from Norway. Carrillo set it out to the left side, 2 blockers up. Covered by Torres, who'll now swing. Whistle. I believe North Greenville is in the net, and they are. Boy, Hawaii just right now looking just way too fast and smooth for North Greenville. Obviously coming off a high themselves with that 3-set win over Princeton to get it to this next round, but Hawaii is up by 6 early. NC2A opening round from Pauley Pavilion. Hawaii's got its biggest lead of 6, 8-6 over North Greenville. Either team officially seeded, as Long Beach State is the 1, Ball State is the 2. And the winner of this will face Ball State at about 7:30 local time on Thursday night in the second national semifinal. UCLA Long Beach State will be the first national semi on Thursday night at 5:05. Those two teams squared off twice this year, each team winning on their home floor in the UCLA Long Beach State series. More scrambling on North Greenville's side. That is no good. I believe it was the wrong side of the antenna. On the wrong side of the antenna on the attack. So Hawaii ups their biggest lead of the night to 7, 13-6 here in set number 1. In spite of taking half of the amount of swing so far as North Greenville. They haven't needed to swing much, just 6 times. North Greenville now hitting zeros. Lightning fast serve by Tella, overpass, and taking care of that one will be Muklius. Demetrios Muklius is 2 for 2. Spiros Hakas is 3 for 3. The Warriors are 5 for an errorless 7, and they're up by 8, 14-6. Fast serve down the middle. Electric. Wow. Score at one point was 9-6. It is now 15-6. So this is a 6-0 run on the Jakob Tella rotation. Tella's got 2 aces in this rotation alone. And he already has 3 aces in set 1, forcing North Greenville into bad passing there, and in transition on the right side again. Muklius is 3 for 3. The run continues. Back-to-back timeouts for North Greenville. And Dr. Fred Battenfield now out of timeouts. Hawaii on a 7-0 run, and they lead at 16-6 in set 1 in Westwood in this NC2A tournament opening round. Hawaii with the last 7 to go up by a match-high 10, 16-6 here in set 1. Hawaii, the Big West champions, automatic selection, making their 8th appearance in the NC2A tournament. North Greenville making their 1st. And it will be the only appearance in the NC2As for head coach Dr. Fred Battenfield, calling it quits after the NC2As. Nice to see him get in and win a match, by the way, on Sunday to get to this essentially a quarterfinal match. 10-point lead now for Hawaii. They are 6 for 8 offensively, 3 aces and a block for UH. Jakob Tella, the only man who could stop himself. He goes long on the serve, 7, serving 16. Gregory Torres will be serving, the freshman opposite. And attack leader on the year for NGU. Hawaii travels very well, a lot of fans for UH in attendance. Jump serve, ball taken down the middle by Galloway. Voss bumps it up, 10-footer, and that play somewhat doomed for UH. Tough serve. And then Voss had to have that second touch. The swing was too far out, and North Greenville gets back-to-back points. 8 serving 16 after the tough serve from Gregory Torres. Rosic and Adames with the block. UH has it. Tella out to the left. 1-on-2. Whistle blows. That's a UNG point as the ball goes into the antenna from Muklius on the left side. His first miss. And a 3-0 NGU run out of the timeout to draw to within 7. Hawaii band here sitting upstairs to our right. Great to see them. Always fun to listen to them whenever we go over to Honolulu, and called a lot of games in then the Stan Sheriff Center. Sounds so good during volleyball and basketball. They're sitting in the end zone upstairs. Spiros Hakas, tough serve again down the middle to Brandon Baker, and through the wall goes Rosic. Off the block and out. It'll be 10 serving 17. All the kills so far for UH belong to Hawkes and Muklius. All 7. Hawkes with 4, Muklius with 3. Hawaii 7 of 11, 2 errors, 455. Sheward on the reception, front court Tella, feed it to Voss. Easy connection there. And just the third Warrior to record a kill in this 18-10 set 1 lead. Kanai Akana in for UH. Akana is from Honolulu, 6'5" junior outside hitter. And he'll be serving. He's got 16 aces on the year. Front row it goes, that's an overpass. Galloway tried to knock it down, couldn't do so. Right side, Torres a swing, dug by Tella. The left side, second effort, tip back by Galloway. Almost roofed on the first try. Torres a hard swing on the right. And a double contact called. NGU scores. Brett Sheward back in for UH. And in for NGU for the first time is number 8, Tom Curry. Came in to serve a couple of times in the win over Princeton Sunday. Jump serve, ball taken by Galloway in the back. Tella to Galloway, left pin, cross court. Rosic with the dig, chased down by Baker. An overpass, however. Rosic picks it up in the back row. Right side, Torres, cross court, flag is up, no touch. And Hawaii ups its lead to 19-11. Their biggest lead was 16-6. In fact, Fred Battenfield had to call back-to-back timeouts in the same rotation. Manuel Adames back on. Demetrios Muklius back to serve. Sophomore opposite from Greece. Tall toss, leaning in, off the tape, taken in the back. Out to the left it goes, tipped over the wall, touched a couple times up front. Knocked over by Hawkes. And Michael De La Cruz will terminate that point. 12 serving 19. Hawaii has made the NC2A tournament. We mentioned this is their 8th appearance, but they've made it 5 of the last 7 years. They are the defending national champions. Defeated BYU in the final last year. Run the middle, and that'll go down from Cole Hoagland. That is his first kill, 4th Warrior to record one in the first set, and Hawaii has reached 20. Still 3-0 on aces, 1-1 on blocking. Hawaii with a huge hitting advantage, 389 to 111. 8-point lead. Galloway serve is in play. Taken by the libero Fung. NGU on the move. Carrillo in the middle. De La Cruz goes to his right, picked up by Sheward. 10-footer, and Muklius connects. Right near the corner of the 10-foot line. They go up 21-12. Top-ranked Hawaii this week in the most recent AVCA poll. They are not seeded. They did not get a top 2. Long Beach State got the 1 seed. Ball State got the 2 seed. Ball State beat Hawaii twice this year. Long Beach State beat Hawaii during the regular season before Hawaii got them back for the Big West title. So that, of course, those 2 different things factored into the seeding. 21-13 after the kill by Torres, his 4th. Serve goes long from Baker. as Hawaii inches a little closer to this first set victory, and it has been a very easy ride for them in this first set. Hawaii's already been here a few days. They were in attendance Sunday night watching the North Greenville-Princeton match. Carrillo, left side swing. Rosic off two blockers, covered sideline by Hawkes. And to the middle. Jakobtela. Setter from Norway. Big West player of the year. Puts it down. His first kill as a setter. 8 assists, 3 aces. Had a huge rotation. Hawaii 2 points from this first frame. Carrillo backside tipped and good enough. Gregory Torres. He's got a match high 5 kills. But that kill right there puts him over zeros. Paul Hoagland returns, and Michael De La Cruz, the Conference Carolinas newcomer of the year, back to serve. This North Greenville team should be the favorite next year in their conference. Right side, and that is good. Muklius gets it in there. He's 5 for 6. The Crusaders will return every key piece except for their libero, Christian Fung. And Brandon Baker's a grad student, but they'll get a lot of great players back. They're opposite. A couple of hitters. Emmanuel Adames up front with Michael De La Cruz. Both will be back. They could very well be favored. We're in the middle of a challenge here by Dr. Fred Battenfield. He challenges this one. First one on the 38th point. First challenge used. Got to wonder about using it at 24-14. I mean, I know you want to talk to the guys and you may win it, even if you win the challenge. I just can't agree with it, but that's why you have them to use them, and it just seems like a waste of challenge to me, even if he won it, and he did not win it. So 24-14 as the call stands. You're going to be able to talk to the guys here in a moment anyway after the set. So Jakobtela will try to serve it out. 3 aces. One of his rotations here in the first set. Off the fingertips of Adames, couldn't get it down. This for the set. Muklius, cross court, dug by Carrillo. Right side, and Gregory Torres connects. Torres has 6 of North Greenville's 11 kills in the set. Hawaii only has 1 more kill than North Greenville. And they're up by 9, 24-15. The difference is obviously 4 less errors. And they also have 3 more aces. And that'll do it. 25-15, the set 1 final. All Hawaii, the Big West champions, in cruise control in set 1 over Conference Carolina champion North Greenville. We'll be back in about 60 seconds. Get you some updated numbers. This is the NC2A tournament opening round from Pauley Pavilion on the UCLA campus.